The Wild Wild West.
We're fired up. We're here.
What's going on?
Just caught a damning report. I'm sorry the dog peed in your bed, bro.
It's all good.
It sucks. Your dog. Your roommate. So have you leveraged that against your roommate?
He hasn't woken up yet. I texted him it.
You sent him an icy text?
Yeah.
Your dog. ...
That is the kind of thing that would fucking rattle me, man. I don't know. When an animal doesn't respect you,
Yeah.
it's like, how do they know?
Yeah, I've dropped beneath the human kingdom. I get no respect here. And now the animal kingdom is now also aggressively knocking me down a peg. That does hurt.
Yeah, and when there's like something primal about your weakness.
Yeah. Maslow's pyramid, you're like down, like below. You're sub the pyramid. You're like, dude, I haven't escaped from the animal kingdom yet.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I'll never get human respect.
Yeah, you're going to have to aggress on your roommate.
You have to, you know what you have to do. I'm not going to say it out loud, but
Fuck your
roommate's bed's getting wet, dude. You got to fucking take it back.
Yeah.
Does the dog have a bed in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to piss on it.
No, you got to piss on your roommate's bed and your dog's bed.
Yeah.
You got to shit in the dog's bed, piss in your roommate's bed.
Oh, I'm pissing shit
Storm
in
the
every
Capitol.
And then burn the house down and all die. And storm the Capitol. People think the shit's sweet at the Capitol, dude. Like, people are going to run up in that motherfucker again, dude.
Yeah. Just 4 years arrested on their laurels.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. It's a touchy subject right now. Fucking Capitol. I didn't give a fuck. When that happened, people were like, that was one of the darkest days. It's like, dude, I did not give a fuck. They're acting like it was the ID4 aliens over the White House. It's like, bro.
Yeah, no,
I might, but that'll get me sweating.
It was the last day of Woodstock 99.
It
It was like fucking Trump gave his like Limp Bizkit performance. And fucking people went nuts, dude. Yeah,
That's exactly what happened. He did give me something to break.
Everyone had they'd ran out of water. There was piss everywhere. It was the last day of the festival.
There were
and people just
75
got wild.
FBI agents being like, come on, man. Let's fucking do it, bro.
Yeah, they started raiding the ATM machines.
Do you know there was a governor from Michigan, I think, who also was like planning to get abducted, and they looked into it. It was like 19 FBI agents. It was like 2 dudes and 19 FBI agents being like, "Yo, should totally abduct this
God
bitch."
damn.
Just like, and it was like the height of COVID. So if I'm sitting at a barbecue and like an FBI agent I didn't know was like in my ear, being in the middle of COVID, being like, "Yo, these masks are so fucking annoying," I'd be like, "Yeah, dude, this is bullshit." It's like, "Yo, we should fuck the governor up." I'd be like,
Yeah. Well,
Shit,
you
bro.
got to figure in COVID, things were probably slow for the FBI too. You know what I
True.
mean? You're trying to figure out a way to like hold on to your job. You got to come up with a scheme.
True.
Let's trick a guy to abduct a governor.
Although crime was
Let's
rampant
put
during
19 of us on that project.
Let's trick
You just stay
4
on salary
horny
for the
husbands. And be like, "Yeah, fuck that lady." And it's like, bingo, we got him.
Yeah.
This guy wants to kill the fucking governor. This guy wants to shoot the governor and abduct her. Yeah, I was all like, holy shit. Because when Trump got nearly assassinated, they were like, we have members that suffered political violence. And I was like, all right, let's see him.
Yeah.
And it was like, the governor almost got abducted. But the FBI stopped it because they were talking to
Planning
these guys.
it too.
They were
Yeah.
planning
It is.
It was just so flip. And there was a journalist, a left-leaning journalist, who was like, it's going to be the coolest story ever, and then uncovered all the FBI people. And she's like, what's up with this? And everyone was like, no comment.
Yeah.
And they were just like, well, this sucks. We thought we were going to break this like huge story. And this was like, I think this was in like literally during COVID. But anyway, what's up, bro?
You got to make your own luck, in the FBI.
True. It's true. Yeah, I mean, they are super cops, man.
I can stop a ton of terrorist attacks if I plan them.
That's true.
I can stop every single one.
Yeah, and as soon as somebody's like, fucking fine, I'll bomb it, you go, ooh. Turns out I'm in the FBI. Freeze, scumbag. You've beheaded like 6 kids. You're like, freeze, scumbag. I'm deep undercover.
Another collar for Agent O'Connor. Yeah. The guy's unstoppable.
You've been committing mail fraud. Be like, never mind that, dude. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I always hear about that, like the CIA was selling drugs. It's like, I hope they were.
Yeah.
That'd be bullshit if they weren't.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the point of them?
Yeah.
I hope they're doing terror. Did you ever get into their role in Watergate?
No.
Apparently they had like a heavy hand in like blaming people and like just turning that in, just using that to just completely take Nixon down. Although he was recording people. But I'm reading the book right now from his top political aide, Charles Colson.
Yeah.
Was like he took a lot of it. Him and like 3 other people had to go to jail.
Yeah.
And he swears in his autobiography, he's like, dude, I swear to God, I didn't know about the break-ins. I didn't know. And there's apparently record of the CIA being like, put it on Colson. Because people hated him anyway, because he was on tape being like, I would run over my grandmom if it meant getting Nixon reelected.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like ran. He was like, I would say shit to my staff like kidding. So he would say stuff fucking with them, and they
should
would
break into Watergate. Sarcastically. All of a sudden, there's a team on it. That's gotta happen all the time.
You should break into Ellsberg's therapist. There was this guy Ellsberg who was like a pain in the ass journalist, and like if anyone stood against Nixon, they would honestly do anything. Like he would leak false stories to the press.
Yeah,
and this was like in the '60s. They must be so much more sophisticated now. He's out being like, dude, we did it all. Like we would come up with shit, make up stories about like people's wives. And just put it in, like, you would leak it to your press guy, and dude, they would blow it up. And he's like, dude, by the time it circulates, it can be total bullshit, but it's like the damage is already done.
Yeah, you got to think like unlimited budget, and no oversight.
Yeah,
people are hatching plans all over the place.
That was like kind of the Watergate story where they just kind of it got to the point where I think we're still in like Watergate enmity between like the two parties. Like there's probably 90 Watergates going on right now. Like, Watergate was one thing. They broke into
everything's gate. Yeah.
Everything's gated up, right? Yeah, Pizzagate, Watergate.
Yeah, you gotta gate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. That shit was wild because he in the book he's like he's an ex-Marine, he's all hoorah for he loves Nixon, dude.
Yeah.
Loves Nixon to death. Turns out Nixon was like secretly recording him the whole time. He's still like, I still love that man so much. And he becomes like a born again Christian.
I always wanted to be in the CIA.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I was like, I wanted them to turn me into like an emotionless, deadly assassin.
There's still time. You can turn yourself into one. A lot of people do the self starter on that. They're like, if the CIA's not going to pick me up, I will just become a cold, emotionless assassin.
I know, but it's like I've already
take it to the streets.
I've already had to suffer through the living. You know what I mean? The thing with being a kid it was like it's too emotional.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, I want someone to come in and make me a Terminator.
I hear
you know
what you're saying.
I just want them to show
you. You don't wake up every day and be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I got to attack China secretly.
Exactly. You know what I mean? No family, no one to be disappointed. Just yeah.
I hungered deeply for the Will Smith MIB scene where they're like, "We've been watching you for a long time,
dude.
We've watched you jumped over a brick wall. We need you,
dude. 100%.
You saw me do that.
Yeah, just I wanted the government to show up at my door so bad and be like, I know your test scores are shitty, but that's because school's bullshit. Like you're a great athlete and you're a genius and your nation needs you. Your parents are wrong about you.
You're actually a really good boy. You're actually a very good boy. The girls love you too. Yeah. We've been studying the girls and they love you.
You're gonna get so many chicks once you join the CIA.
You're gonna get so much pussy, dude. Dude, just wait till high school. You'll frill. Like junior year, you're gonna get a ton of pussy, dude. 8th grade's bullshit.
Dude, that was the sickest thing ever. That one guy. Remember that there was that documentary about the lady who owned like the vegan restaurant in New York City?
Mm-mm.
I do vaguely remember this guy.
Yes,
who just kept pretending he was in the CIA.
Yeah,
and would be like, "I'm stranded in Turkey or something. You send me $50,000 right now. Don't tell anyone. No, ask no questions." And she would do it. The guy made a fortune.
Yeah, I mean, that does seem like something that would particularly affect vegans. I don't know why, for some reason. Like, my boyfriend's in the CIA. It's like, dude.
Yeah, every vegan secretly wants a military.
Yeah. A lot of lib babes secretly want a conservative beast of a husband.
Of course.
It's really weird. I've seen it before.
Of course. Yeah.
They secretly like, my boyfriend hates this stuff. It's like, dude, you fucking love it, dude.
I know. They all secretly want to be just dominant.
True. They want to be conservatively.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get into that zone. I don't have the. I feel like it's like a bad thing. I always start relationships off in like a bad bargaining position. You know what I mean?
How
like,
so?
Like I right off the jump,
exactly
I'm like, I want you to like achieve your dreams and goals. You know, which is like I do want that, but you can't start there. You have to start like your life doesn't matter.
True.
Just so so then you winding up where you really are looks like growth.
True. Otherwise, you just set the bar high and slowly disappoint.
Yeah.
You set the bar low and you slowly be like, you know what? Actually, I've had a. I think there's like that's like the Beauty and the Beast thing where it's like they want you to be like. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, animal.
Just be like, yeah, fuck that. I might fucking kick your ass, and then be like, you know what? I wish you'd follow your dreams.
Oh, dude, yeah, 100%. I've been reading a lot of like Carl Jung stuff.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast is heavy in there.
Those dudes
Battling your animus.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those dudes used to go like scorched earth on the babes. Those guys from like the 1920s would go like nuts on the babes.
Yeah.
Dude, Schopenhauer.
Yeah.
That guy went wild on the babes.
Is he a pianist?
No, Schopenhauer.
he's
It
a
sounds like
philosopher?
not Chopin.
Chopin?
He was
Yeah.
like the ultimate nihilist philosopher, but he has a chapter on babes, and it's pretty brutal.
Yeah. What is he saying?
He was saying like dudes all kind of get along unless they're in the same profession, and then they kind of like start to have a little animosity based on like because they're like going kind of for the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, women all fight because they're inherent. This is according to Schopenhauer, not me. He said they're all essentially, no matter what they do, they're in the same profession, which is taking down high target alpha males. So they'll always be fighting because their primary profession is to trade their sex for
a high target alpha male.
A high target alpha male. Dude, he was pilled, dude, in like 1812.
It's true.
He's like, their sexual marketplace value will only decline once they turn 34. And it's like, but he went hard on the babes, and he was just like, dude, this is. Because I think when he was, I guess they like introduced like lady. I mean, I guess there was always, I guess, ladies. I don't know. There was always like princesses and stuff, but I guess ladies were relatively new. I could be wrong on that.
What do you mean ladies were?
Like there was like gentlemen. I think before they'd be like gentlemen, and then they'd be like ladies and gentlemen. It became like how they do a thing like and girls. Yeah, they'd be like and a lot of and girls and stuff. How they do. I think they rolled that out with like aristocrats originally were just lords, and then there was a lady. But I guess there was always milady. I don't know.
Always
but
milady.
He was
like
against
time
milady.
immemorial. Ladies have been ripping dudes' lives apart. Like all the old, all the old stories were like everything was going great, and then I saw the hottest chick ever, and I went and I kissed her, and then she turned into a monster and ate me.
Dude, your whole family was like you would like have to cut guys' heads off. You're all living in the woods, and you like cut guys' heads off, like trap wolves and get oxen, and you had to do that for like 6 generations. Building a house was no small feat. like a good house in the medieval times, and yeah, if you just like spazzed on the pussy, you could take down 600 years of just like the most gut wrenching work.
Oh my god, yeah.
50% of children dying in childbirth. Yeah. Dudes just catching diseases, leprosy. And then a dude would just spaz on the pussy, and the whole fucking house, the village would be in flames. You'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's but that was Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer was he just for like his thing was that there shouldn't be ladies, there should just be lords. And he did say lords should, out of mercy. It was a wild take. He goes, out of mercy for like
ladies,
women, ladies especially. He's like, you should take like 5 wives. He's like, there shouldn't be old spinsters. He was back then. He was on a thing being like, yeah, women are all independents. They're gonna end up alone in a house with no kids.
I don't know though, dude. Once the dudes start taking 5 ladies, the other dudes rise up.
Yeah, true.
You can't. Once a guy starts taking 5 ladies off with their heads, dude.
Yeah, that is a perilous thing.
Yeah,
but his whole thing was like, the ladies are going to waste. He was like, all these ladies are going bad, dude. That was his position. He was like, the ladies are going to waste.
Yeah.
He was like, if you have the resources, he was basically, you should adopt a lady.
Yeah.
You'd have your wife and be like, I'll adopt like 3 ladies and just kind of keep them in the fold. It's a wild take, dude.
It's classic dude thinking.
It is. It was classic. He was
just
boys
like,
rule. You could sum up as therapy, boys rule, girls rule. Like, dude, it was crazy because he like,
I'm doing a service for civilization by taking many wives.
Yeah.
Is every leader's argument.
Well, the weird thing was he was a cat guy. He like just lived alone with cats.
Oh.
Yeah, he had like a weird life where he was like a total recluse, and I think he I forget who it was. He was like he finally got his due. Like people were like, whatever. He wrote this gigantic book. I forget what it was called. It was like The Will and whatever. And like people were like, yeah, whatever. This book sucks. It's 10 million pages. Nobody gives a fuck.
Dude, that's all they did is wrote impenetrable books.
Dude, you can't. He even says in the intro. I tried to read it, and it was just like. What the fuck? Well, it was just like, dude, I wrote this book on purpose. You need to read it 10 times. Only the most serious. It's like, dude, go fuck yourself, man.
Oh, dude.
But then he wrote a saying. He was like, fuck, nobody likes my book. So he wrote a saying, a book of like aphorisms, like quick little witty sayings. That blew up. So they let him teach. And then I think when he was I don't remember which other famous philosopher was at the college he went to, but it was for real like Spinoza, some like guy you hear and you're like, what the fuck? So he went to teach, and everyone just liked this other super famous philosopher. They took his class. So he ended up like a cat man. He just like lived with his cat alone. It was like, girls fucking suck, dude.
Yeah.
He got pilled. He was totally pilled. He might have invented the pill.
The red pill?
The red pill. He might have invented red pill.
I think originally everyone was red pilled.
Yeah.
You slowly
you're
start going
right.
like, I don't know, maybe there's another way.
Yeah, that might have actually been the desert Hebrews who invented the red pill.
Yeah.
Those dudes used to lock babes up during their periods.
It's like, yeah, there's probably another guy taking 5 wives, and they're like, I could never be that pilled, so I got to take an alternate route. I'm going to start listening.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think
that was the move back then, is writing stuff intentionally that no one could read just to tell people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, half of it's, even young, half of it's in fucking Latin. You're like, dude, why the paragraph in Latin, Holmes?
Yeah.
Chill.
Because that was the move. Dude, that was
crazy.
Newton pulled the baddest ass move ever, which is like, first of all, he invented calculus and didn't tell anyone for like 25 years.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
Yeah, because he had like his own problem he needed to solve, so he just like invented a math to fix it.
That's crazy.
And then when he wrote like Principia, apparently he wrote it so difficult to read intentionally so that no one would ask him questions about it. He was like, I only want people smart enough to already understand this to read this. I don't want anyone asking me about it. Go fuck yourself.
I think Newton was one of the guys who he would like chill in coffee shops with 3 others. There was a dude claiming wasn't Newton the one who came out and he said something about the sun, or it wasn't Copernicus was the guy who's like the sun, the Earth revolves around the sun. Mm-hmm. And then Newton had another like huge outer space finding that I think he like.
Yeah, that was like another.
I forget what he had. He had a big one, and then people were like, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" And he would go in coffee shops and argue like about like mercury to people. He'd be like, "Dude, you don't know fucking shit about mercury."
There was something where like these guys were trying to figure out some problem. Maybe about like the motion of the planet.
That's what it was. It was like exactly. It was that.
And a guy showed up that it was like some guy from like the Royal Institute or something was like, yo, can you solve this problem? We're trying to figure out like how these things move. And he was like, oh, I did that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And they were like, well, do you have the math? He was like, I like threw it away, I think. He was like, what the fuck? And then he just goes, I'll redo it.
It was something crazy like how fast do stars spin? And he's like, I already figured that out. It's like, wait, what, dude?
Yeah, I did that. He literally was like, I did that a couple of years ago. I think I threw it out.
That's my old shit. It's crazy to be sitting in your house and just be like, yep, that's how outer space works. I invented math to figure that out. It's like, dude, go fuck yourself. I might have killed that guy. I'm like, dude, I'm going to kill you, dude. You can't be doing that. Yeah, that's crazy. Newton was wild. And he would sit and there's that book, The 5 Beverages That Changed the World. And they talk about coffee, how back then coffee came out and it was like, it was seen as like just genius fuel. Like if you were like a slovenly peasant, you would drink pints of like ale every day because you couldn't get like clean water like that.
Yeah.
So then dudes were like, fuck alcohol. And they started drinking like 12 cups of coffee a day and just being in a coffee shop being like, and just ripping about the solar system.
Yeah. I mean, because if you have to boil water just to drink it.
What's the point?
Yeah, you might as well put some fucking flavor in it.
Yeah. Well, just drink beer. Beer, I think they said like the alcohol sterilized.
Right.
So it was like you would wake up in the morning and crush like a 12, like not 12 pack. You took like 12 ounces of beer and like some eggs and be like, I'm going to go work.
I've been there. You wake up.
You're worried about your water?
You wake up hungover and the only cold drink is beer. And you're like, oh, fuck it. I'll throw one back.
You forced my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been slamming the NAs.
I heard. Shane was telling me, dude.
Chugging
I
NAs.
was dying to get into that. So what, like he was saying, they have a little bit of alcohol, don't they?
Depends which one you get, but they have like 0.5%, I think.
I want to see them become like weed, where like the NAs become so strong. Like, these aren't the NAs I had. You drink one, you're having like a panic attack.
Dude, they're amazing.
In it.
They're amazing.
So what is so good about them?
It's tricking yourself.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Do you catch like a relax?
I feel like I'm like misbehaving when I drink them.
Really?
Even though they're like, yeah.
I mean, I can understand. I drink decaf coffee, so I can understand.
Yeah.
But what do you slam them like at all hours like a wild man? You do them while you drive?
Yeah.
What? You drink NAs and drive? What?
I've started to crack NAs and drive. Yeah.
This is rigged. This is right to the FBI, dude. You've walked right into my trap.
I want them to pull me over and be like, nah, man. There's nothing in here.
Be like, smash the bottle.
Yeah. I know. I'll crack them at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Yeah.
It's wild. It almost seems like you're in like a dormancy period. They're just going to flip the switch and there's going to be cold activated. Total Rocky is like, I've been training for this for 6 years.
Dude, it has like I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about it because the tricking myself is working so well that like I'm starting to see the power of like self-delusion, you know?
It's good.
I don't know. It's
You
so
need it.
dangerous.
What are you worried about being deluded on?
I don't know. I was watching that like wide receivers documentary, and George Kittle was like giving himself like a bunch of positive self-talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that looks like it works.
It does, dude.
I know, but
Otherwise,
it feels dangerous.
Giving yourself positive self-talk, that's your negative self holding you back, dude.
That's what I feel. It's like if I were ever to be like truly successful, I would want to do it through negative self-talk.
No.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And it's like,
You want to whip yourself.
yeah.
You want to crack the whip on yourself.
Yeah, to the promised land. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. The idea of being like, you can do this. Not you can do this, you're going to do this.
It's scary. I know what you mean.
It's like,
it's terrifying.
yeah. It's a slippery slope because it works so well.
Yeah, dude.
You'll never stop. If you're truly,
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking like double bracelets and being like, it's all good, man. Everything's good.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, I would love to do that. But yeah, it's tough.
Although
I've been researching IFS.
You need some of it. What's IFS?
Internal family systems. And it's a whole psychological theory that I obviously don't know it like, top to bottom. But the idea is you do have you're just a collection of sub-personalities. It's like there's no coherence really. You have the part of you that wants to lose weight. You have the part of you that absolutely cannot help.
Yeah.
But like crush any food that's in front of you.
Yep.
All that stuff. You have the part with drinking. You have the part of you that doesn't want to drink, the part of you that doesn't want to smoke weed, then the part of you that just like sees a vape pen and it's like for no reason at 10 a.m. It's like, now I've ruined my whole day.
Well, dude, that's like the fascinating thing about reading that like the Jung stuff, Carl Jung, because like the book is like not arguments for why it's right.
What book are you reading?
I think it was like a collection that Carl Jung put together with like students of his. That was like it was supposed to make it like a more accessible than his like other
Man
work.
and his images or the symbols or
yeah,
Man
I think
and
it's
his symbols or something.
symbols. Yeah.
It's like that big textbook looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it on the Kindle, so it's
That's what's up.
yeah.
There's a good book called The Symbolic Quest that breaks down Jungian stuff. A lot of it does like you're saying. You're kind of like,
it's not making arguments for why it's right, but it is like it's a series of fucking locker room speeches about like battling your inner self. That gets you so jacked up.
Jung lost his mind for a while.
I don't doubt it.
He went crazy. He has the Red Book where he like for real just lost his mind and started writing about like demons and like people. Dude, this is where the IFS stuff gets crazy. So there's like so there's all these sub-personalities. There's some of you that's like been exiled due to like painful experiences that just gets pushed to your subconscious. Then there's protectors, which is like if something comes up, you'll initially launch into like, whoa, like a protective, like, dude, I and it's funny, is I was just reading about this, well, before I get into that, and then there's a thing called the self, and they say the self is the center force of your personality, which is just always confident, creative. They use like 6 C's, and it's like the exact thing of like, it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
And then that needs to be exposed to all these sub-personalities, because if they run the show, it's like a flea circus.
Yeah.
But I'm like reading about this, and I'm like, okay, cool enough. And then I was at the pool recently with my kids, and my kids are they're good at swimming for how young they are. Like Maya can actually like swim in the deep end.
Yeah.
Chloe jumps in like the baby pool, but she does this, and we've like made them swim so much. And then she does this thing because I'm like terrified of how, I like don't pay attention to anything. So I'm like, you guys better fend for your fucking selves.
I might zone out for a second.
I might zone out. I might be blasted off the vape pen due to my goddamn small sub personality that hasn't been exposed to self yet. Just a protector. Protected myself. And the Chloe can do this thing where she like jumps into the baby pool, lays like flat, and then kind of like pops out of the water and stands up. So, and she's 2, and there was like a kid there who was 3, and the kid was with their grandma, and the kid couldn't like get his head up out of the water. And all I asked was like, how old's the kid? And she was like, he's 3. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And like I watched this lady just go, because I was like, oh, my daughter's 2. And I wasn't trying to like do like kid
flex.
beef or like flex. It was not flexing. I thought they were the same age. That's why I asked her, like, oh, maybe they can play. And like dude, and she was like a sweet lady, and something came over her where she was like, he doesn't get exposed to the water. And there's this part of her personality came up that was like not good enough, and it just launched into this thing of like,
Dude.
well, actually, like he's not exposed to water that much, and I was like, dude, I was like, he's doing great, man. I'm like, it's not, but that happens with everything. If like when especially when you have kids, because then it's just like, fuck, I fucked up, and it becomes like on the spot, like that kid's doing it, my kid can't. Dude, it becomes an arms race, man.
Well, I feel like the adult psychology world has like exploded with like all kinds of advice. It's like everything else. There's like, you go scroll through Instagram and there's like 10 million different diets and fucking approaches to life. It's like, that's like multiplied, I feel like tenfold for kids.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like every parent I know is like, yeah, if they're not walking in the next 3 weeks, it's like we're way behind.
They freaked. What the fuck? I got behind of anything.
They're gonna walk.
I know. Or they're not. Or they're not, dude. And then they'll be a genius.
Yeah.
But yeah,
in the chair. Yeah.
Parents freak about it, man. It's like walking, talking, and like my kids just didn't get teeth, which was like they didn't get teeth forever. They looked insane. They walked early and kind of talked. They'd have no teeth and it's like, or have like few teeth. But yeah,
what's that about? No teeth.
Every kid picks things up. Like my oldest walked kind of early, but then didn't talk a lot until she was like 2.5. And then our younger kid walked a little later, but she's been talking like a weirdo for like pretty young. They're all just different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number one thing I'm against, when parents get all freaked out about like putting their kid on like the super whatchamacallit, escalator for like, they gotta be doing this, gotta be doing this. It's like, dude, fucking relax, man.
Yeah, you're gonna make them crazy.
I didn't do shit when I was younger.
No.
I just was outside.
No.
I was outside, bro.
Yeah. Nobody told me I was
so
like,
outside when I was a kid, dude.
100%.
Dude, it's insane, man. I've heard of shit like kids want like oh, there's like a Mandarin immersion. It's like, bro, relax, man.
Dude, I feel like most of my childhood.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah. I feel like most of my childhood memories are like me in some kid's backyard, like 6 or 7 houses away, and my mom like pulling up and screeching the tires. I'm like, where the fuck have you been for like 2 days? There's like baseball pictures that need to be taken. It's
Yeah, I like specifically remember like just being against a chain link fence when I was little and just fucking like in a backyard.
Yeah.
And just like looking at a kid's toy and being like, fuck.
Yeah.
I want that so bad. And it's like, I then like black out 3 years later and I'm just in school like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't think the kids need it like that, dude. It's insane to like hit them with like an executive programming at fucking 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, let them chill.
And now everyone like to combat that too, my brother was telling me that like everyone just holds their kids back.
Really?
Yeah, like in school and in sports. Like,
that makes sense.
It's like your 4-year-old kid is playing some fucking 7-year-old because he's like,
yeah, the parents are like
holding him back so they can just dominate younger kids for the like, yeah. So they graduate high school at like 22. And they've just been head and shoulders above everyone their whole life.
They have a full-time job.
Yeah. It's like,
that's
what
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so unnecessary, man. It makes me sad to be like, damn, dude, just let them be. Like, you're also like, you want your kid to be bilingual and believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's like, let's drop the Santa Claus. If you're thinking about a kid as like a rocket ship, let's drop the Santa Claus fuel tank and then work on, becoming a polyglot or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. Your brain's more receptive to languages between the years 2 and 5. It's like,
because you can't speak any of them.
Yeah. It's all gibberish.
It's probably true, but it's also like, I don't know, dude. I picked up Spanish, all right.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not good at languages, if you study it, like, dude, I studied piano when I was younger, dropped it right away. I was like, all right, fucking, I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, I didn't. Do you have like musical people in your house or your parents musical at all?
No, but my whole family's pretty musical. My dad's side's very musical. Yeah. Where it's like everyone can play piano.
Oh, see, my family's not at all. So you just got no exposure to it.
Yeah, my dad would like pick up my brother's guitar and he could play like 2 chords and we'd always just kind of he'd play the same song over and over. He'd hold it on his knee all awkwardly. Yeah. My brother Kevin is like, I mean, I'd almost say virtuoso level. Like, he's good. He's very, very good.
That's huge.
Like, he could
older
like
brother.
teach,
Yeah. See, that's
and I had it trickle down on me, and like me and my other, we can all like strum some chords. My brother's at the top, I think. Yeah. Billy's gunning for my spot right now. Second place, fucking on the strings. But
really,
Billy's been practicing a lot.
How often do you play?
I have it in my office. So I'll pick it up. If I have downtime, I'll pick it up every day and fuck around. But right now, my aim's on piano. I'm just on piano right now.
Piano is sick.
So fucking tight, dude.
It's really.
I chickened out. I was at a thing the other day and they had a piano there. Like they were filming something. I like just pussily played like a little something, like walked away real quick. Like,
yeah, dude, I can't even dude, when we were playing.
That was, dude. I tried to
playing-
recreate that with my younger, like very young cousin. I was like, you do the dun 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 dun. And I was playing it. And I kept fucking it up. And I was like,
dude, I couldn't handle it. Dude,
we shredded.
I know, but it takes the level of concentration it takes for me just to play those chords. So
Yeah.
that when you're riffing over it, it's like, that's sick. And then once you come back in with me playing the chords, I like my body. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Just for reference, it's that song. Dun, 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 dun,
Chopsticks,
dun,
right?
dun, dun, dun. Is that what it's called?
think so,
I think it is
yeah.
Chopsticks. Dude, I'm trying to like teach my daughters. I'm like, please learn how to fucking do this so I can solo over this.
Yeah,
So I've been
feel
trying
how
to learn
cool
the
this
different
is.
scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this is so tight. And then I fucked it up, man. I absolutely blew it. My
Yeah.
wife was like, I'll record it. And I was like, and I just fucked it up. I was like,
Dude, the idea of improvising musically is just, cracks my mind.
yeah.
Because, I mean, I think you even said it where you're just like, no, if you play any of these notes in this key, you'll
Yeah.
be good.
And then if you learn,
It's
like,
like,
if
I
you go
don't-
up and down the scale, it'll sound robotic. But if you like, then hit a couple notes, jump to another one, and kind of go back, you can get the feel for it. And
Yeah.
dude, it's for real. It's like coming. It really, if you're like making it sound good, you're just like, oh my God. It's honestly one of the best things in the world.
It has to be. I don't think it would take me a lot of doing it to actually be able to
Yeah.
not come when I was doing it.
I think, dude,
If I ever soloed a little bit and then like came back in, I'd cream.
you might
hard.
smash a guitar. That's why you smash a guitar. You just go, It's crazy. I mean, it's universally, it taps into like literally something universal, and people are like, oh,
Yeah.
it hits them with a good feel. Yeah, music's really weird.
Yeah, it does feel.
Get into the study of
elemental.
music, it's the weirdest shit in the world. It's just a pattern inherent.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he figured out calculus. Like, the universe is laid out according
In a
to like
way,
these
yeah.
wild mathematical laws that
Yeah.
produce music. It's like, fucking love that shit.
I always feel bad for the guys that are trying to connect like the two different types of physics.
Oh, trying to find the grand unified theory.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
I
just
do
like,
feel bad for them too. I'm kind of on the other side where I'm like, hurry it up. What the fuck are you guys doing?
yeah,
We got all these nerds and all this money. We haven't
Dude.
connected the two brand. Maybe they're not supposed to be connected, dude. I don't want to tell these nerds how to do their job, but it's like, maybe you guys are barking up the wrong tree.
yeah. I've heard a lot of people complaining that it's like we don't care enough.
What?
Yeah,
Don't tell me that.
yeah. That it's just like, because people are like, how come when there was all these discoveries in like over the course of like 100 years,
Mhm.
and then
Well, I think because people were way dumber too, so you could say anything and they'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
I
but
guess that still applies to physics. Nobody
but like
knows.
an insight like Einstein's, they're like,
Yeah.
how come
I've heard
that
people
happened?
trash
And
Einstein.
then
I heard
yeah.
people be like, E equals MC squared. Yeah, right, dude. I just believe him. I go, yeah, dude, fuck that.
Yeah, what a bitch.
No, yeah, Einstein was definitely, he rejected quantum physics for a long time.
He did. Yeah.
And then I don't know, there's all that
He
deathbed
ended his
talk.
career in like disgrace.
It's just crazy, I know. He was like, yeah, there's all that talk about like, yeah, Einstein was actually really fucking like pissed off when he died.
Yeah.
Because the other guy, the quantum physics stuff,
Pissed him off.
it pissed him off, and he
Yeah.
couldn't disprove it.
It's angering.
Yeah, it is.
Quantum
I love it.
physics is
I
infuriating.
don't know anything about it. I love it. I love the
Yeah.
fact that things could be basically like woo, and you look at it and it goes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I kind of knew that, honestly.
Yeah, but it's like, what was the other stuff? Where is it coming from?
It stays in the quantum field, and as soon as consciousness hit it, it becomes in a particle reality.
Yeah, but you don't think it's alternate universes?
The alternate universe would just be the universe. There's no such thing. If there's alternate universes, they would be just
Part of the universe.
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
universe. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, where it's just like, it's another you interfering with you.
I mean, brother. Yes, I totally believe
Infinite yous interfering.
They
with
reach
you.
the wormhole every now and again and just jerk me off. I'm like, I don't want to. I didn't want to do this. Get out of my hotel room.
I did. There was like a couple weeks where I did try to use that to motivate myself. So
What, alternate you?
I need to beat the other me's. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Oh yeah, you read fucking Dark Matter.
yeah.
How
dude.
good was that book?
That book is amazing,
Great recommend.
dude.
I fucking love that. I want to watch it.
What did they make a movie of it?
It's on Apple TV, I think.
Really?
I think it's a series on Apple TV. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, I was talking about that recently. That was making me laugh when he was like smashing his other world wife,
Yeah.
and his other timeline wife was like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "What the fuck? You fucked my other?" And she's like, "I didn't know that was." And he's like, Well, I did, so. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. What was I supposed to do?
I don't think that's. I think if you enter like into some like superposition, multi-dimensional thing, you have the right to all your wives in those. I don't want to start a fight with my wife over this, but I almost want to tell her like, bro, if I get into superposition somehow, I'm taking you down across all,
I'm
all the
gonna
different
fuck
dimensions.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash you across
I'm
all
gonna
the
fuck
dimensions.
you in another universe for sure.
I might smash myself.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Like no judgment. I might smash myself.
just to see what happens to you.
See what's good. Yeah.
How would I react to something like this? And you can get fucked without being fucked.
Oh, that
Because you're fucking yourself.
But you wouldn't know. I guess you could be like, "Yo, how's it feel, brother?"
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "I fucking hate
Take a
this."
quick
You'd be like,
survey
I knew
after.
it. You could prove you're not gay. You could fuck yourself in the quantum superposition and be like, "Yeah, dude, I totally hated it. I beat my ass." I turned around. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do this."
How is it not masturbating?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the ultimate fab sesh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people are gonna not like hearing about travel another dimension to take yourself down.
It'd be so funny.
You just see Hitler and you're like, I'm gonna fuck myself. I'll get
I gotta
I'll
find
Hitler.
me. Yeah.
I got woken up last night in an absolute panic. I haven't had one of those nights in forever. You wake up and you have like 6 million different things and you're like, oh fuck. And I lay down and dude, I can't talk about it. It's a thing. It's like a project I was working on, but I laughed. It might be the stupidest idea. I'll tell you afterwards. It might be the stupidest fucking idea I've ever came across. And I had to like leave the room because I was laughing and go sit on. I was like laying on my couch naked, just being like, this is the dumbest fucking thing. It has to do with
It was a project that you
It's a
started, or
it's a writing thing I had an idea for. And then I had this flat, it almost made me thought I was having a psychotic break. It was that stupid. And I couldn't stop laughing at it. And I had to like leave my room, just lay on my couch naked and just be like, that would be fucking funny. This episode is brought to you by True Classic. True Classic is designed to accentuate your best features. True Classic shirts are tailored for a perfect fit, snug in the arms and chest, with just the right amount of room in the midsection. A lot of people saying I'm on TRT. Not true. I'm on TC, True Classic. They make you look jacked. True Classic sells premium products at an affordable price. You can get their best-selling t-shirts, hoodies, jeans, and more in 3, 6, and 9 packs. True Classic's activewear becomes essential for workouts and vacations alike. Their activewear crew necks offer moisture-wicking quick dry and odor control. Pair them with their super soft, stretchy joggers for all-day comfort. Right now, you can unlock big savings when you bundle items site-wide. Just go to my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/MSSP to save. That's trueclassic.com/MSSP and discover the perfect blend of summer vibes and timeless elegance with True Classic. Shop now and elevate your wardrobe today. Our next sponsor needs no introduction. You've seen the ads. You've heard us talk about it a million times. I bet there's a part of you, pun intended, that wants to try it. What am I talking about? Blue Chew. That's right. This isn't your grandpa's blue pill. Those were men for your grandpa. They didn't have those. This is the one, the OG chewable tablet for better sex. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. To be fair, I've never taken Blue Chew. My dick gets hard as hell, but I know a lot of guys that take it. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. The best part? It's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead and be ready whenever an opportunity arises. Blue Chew wants you to have better sex. Discover your options at bluechew.com. Blue Chew wants the entire country rock hard. They told me that's the mission. They will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house, till every tent is pitched, till every rod is raised. Discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code DRENCHED at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code DRENCHED to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Tired of mystery pointing on a menu in a different country only to be served? Yep, snails. Why not actually speak the language and order what you want? That's where Babbel comes in. Babbel's 10-minute lessons are quick and handcrafted by over 200 language experts, ready to get you talking your new language in 3 weeks. Because talking is the key to really knowing any language. Babbel's tips and tools are grounded in the real-life stuff you'll actually need. Everything is focused on conversation, so you'll be ready to talk wherever you go. I love it. I got to start doing Babbel again. I've slacked on it, but I'm going to start doing having my daughter do Babbel, see if I can teach her Spanish, because everyone wants kids to learn 10 languages. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove Babbel is better. One study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college. Babbel has over 16 million subscriptions sold, plus all of Babbel's 14 award-winning language courses are backed by their 20-day money-back guarantee. Here's a special limited-time offer for our listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/drenched. Get up to 60% off babbel.com/drenched, spelled BABBEL.com/drenched. Rules and restrictions may apply. Yeah, also go to mattmccusker.com for tickets. I'll be in Portland, Oregon, and a bunch of other places. mattmccusker.com/dates, or just go to mattmccusker.com and click on dates, whichever you prefer. Thank you. We're back in. I do have to. I can't reveal that just yet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. So
you woke up in a panic.
I woke up in a panic last night with just a rush of ideas. Some absolutely terrifying, some absolutely enthralling.
Yeah.
And I was just in. I haven't. Dude, you know what? Actually, I think coffee was fucking me up from that. Because
Really?
I used to get these like constant rushes of just like weird, just like, oh, that's a good idea, or this would be funny. When I was drinking lots of coffee, and it had to do with sleep deprivation. I was just like not getting enough sleep, slamming coffee to stay awake, and I was in this cycle for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And as soon as I've been off the bean again, and again, I'm very sensitive to caffeine. You know, I'm not saying this is for everybody, but dude, I've been starting to have those like wild, like just every now and again, I'll be laying there in the middle of the night and stuff will come to me. When I was on the bean, I wasn't getting that.
Dude, yeah.
It's crazy. And again, that's just me. I do understand like waking up, hitting the Joe, and just getting after it. That is a nice thing you can do as well.
I'm 1 cup a day though.
And you probably have a normal metabolism. I can have 1 cup a day, and it's like the edge of a panic attack. I know now
really?
because of the R ring. Yeah, I was checking my. That's the R ring.
What's the
Tracks my
that?
stress.
Oh,
Tracks my stress, sleep, and physical activity. Dude, I swear to God, people can shit. Hopefully, people didn't see my sick email to myself over my shoulder. Let me see if I can.
How does it?
I've been showing this to everybody, dude. I can't stop fucking spurging about the R ring. So apparently there's a vein that runs through your and it's not a sponsor or anything. There's like a vein that runs through your index finger that gives you like the best thing. Right now I'm just engaged. My stress just started clocking. I'm engaged, not stressed.
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
engaged. But dude, when I've literally showed this to everybody. This is me on caffeine. It never really went to a relax period. This is me off the bean. Let me see. Actually, where's the last one? I stopped tracking a lot of these days, but this was like the first day. So yeah, this is on the bean. This is off the bean. How I dip back down.
Yeah.
And then if I've had days where I'm like kind of stressed, but still I'm hitting these like deep periods of relaxation. Like right there, look at that, bro.
Whoa.
That fucking
And that's not a nap?
no, the nap. It'll track my nap and it'll tell me. It'll like put dotted lines and be like, looks like you were sleeping.
Yeah, I'd be worried about the data.
I'd love the data.
I
wanted to know, and like,
Yeah.
sorry, my nose.
You wanted to know
allergies.
bean versus no bean.
I wanted to know my sleep first of all.
I just don't like a thing telling me how I'm feeling.
Oh, I love it, dude.
You know?
I like. Well, here's the thing. I don't know. That's like I didn't realize how stressed I was because you get into the world of like stress and lack of sleep for so long, it becomes normal.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, I'm kind of like chilling. This is the first time I actually drink coffee and chill. Then I realized I'm like, oh, I'm never hitting like those deep periods of relaxation throughout the day where I like get like if I'm like done everything and I'm just chilling there for a second, my body will just be like and kind of decompress. And I think that's like, you know, for like writing and thinking of things, like for me, I've learned if I hit that deep period of relaxation, like a gear will kick on in my brain and like I can start, it'll like, I don't know. I think that's good for me to hit those. I need those periods. I need the peaks and valleys. On the bean, I'm just in the peaks.
Yeah, dude.
And I never hit that deep reset. And I was becoming like, I felt like a zombie, dude.
Yeah.
There's a whole other part of me when I get to my deep reset, total chill. I used to have what it's called chill attacks, where it's the opposite of a panic attack, where I'm like, oh my God, dude, I might be chilling like too hard. And I wasn't.
And you'll never be able to get back up.
I was just like, bro, I might like disappear. Like I'm too chill right now.
But that's good. I feel like that's a zone you need to get into.
I was pumped on it. I was hitting it and I was like, this is cool. When I was on the bean, I'm up here just like total like all day long. And then I finally just crash at nighttime and fall asleep.
Yeah, man, it is weird.
Look, again, everyone needs their personalized data.
I
so
know.
it's like I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. And I think coffee is honestly the sweetest shit ever to wake up and pound coffee. It's awesome.
But dude, everyone's looking for the escape, the sweet escape. Anyone who's like in a relationship or certainly has kids, I feel like is looking for somehow to take a week-long vacation inside of 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, big time, dude. There was
just like
waking up sleep deprived with kids yelling and being like, "I'm gonna get high on caffeine right now."
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
It's an escape,
but it's sweet.
It is
so
sweet. Good.
I don't want to be like puritanical about it. I'm saying for myself, and then it's the cool thing for me is if I one day I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I can just fucking skits out for like 3 hours and be like, that was cool. But dude, it hooks you so fast. Caffeine is so addicting, dude.
Yeah.
Because I've always said like, I want to try the nicotine and see if I can just get off of it. And I've heard that's even worse, more addicting than caffeine. I'm like, now I'm kind of scared. I'm like, dude.
Nicotine?
Yeah, I was like, it was a motherfucker getting off of caffeine. It was really hard.
Yeah, it's just so nice. It's the routine. It's the smell. It's like...
You're preaching to the choir. That's why I drink decaf. That's why I understand your NA beers is I drink a huge mug of decaf coffee in the morning and I just pretend. I go like, dude, don't even talk to me until I had this decaf coffee. Don't even talk to me.
I know. Dude, and it's crazy because it's like, I've had like NA beers at the end of a day, just like sitting in the sun and been like, dude, I'm drunk right now.
Yeah.
Like I feel my body is like simulating first beer brain.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
It
actually.
fucking rules.
And what about like fourth NA? Are you just kind of like, bro?
The thing
is, a
is
little crazy right now.
It almost kind of feels like dream scenario where you're like drinking and not getting fucked up.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like if you wanted to like be able to pound a bunch of beers and still be able to hang.
Yeah.
It's the perfect recipe.
And it doesn't like crush people. When you drink water at a party, people will be like, water, bro?
That's
when you drink NA beers, people respect them a lot.
Yeah. Well, I like the ones where the graphics are so complicated that people can't tell.
That's like a liquid death effect.
Yeah.
People are like, what? Every time.
Exactly.
What is that? What are you drinking? An energy drink? Like, no, bro, it's just water.
Dude, 4th of July, I was just crushing NA beers and then went and did like spots at night. And it was like, I felt like a superhuman.
That's kind of tight. So do you?
It's like I drank all day and I'm sober.
Yeah.
And can do things. It was like
that's fantastic. Are you like? Do you like hybrid? Are you just on the NA beers right now, or are you like doing like a?
Well, it's a way
approach?
I'm switching to like a targeted strike mode of drinking. Where it's like
yeah, I know what you
just
mean.
so I'm not drinking all the like for something like really fun and cool. I'll get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
I'm
for
trying to like
chill
pick them.
mode.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Slam the NAs. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'm still like, I'm not drinking. I'm just like, I'm trying to be,
slow gear, fast. You have gears now.
Yeah.
You have the shifter.
Yeah.
You have gear 1 and gear 2.
Yeah. If something's cool, I'll drink for it.
That's a good idea, man. Because I like cigars for that reason because it's the same thing. It's like you're not getting fucked up from them. They kind of give you a mild buzz, but it's something you sit there and relax and do for like 40 minutes.
Yes.
But I'm such a pussy about the taste the next day. I have to really be like, dude, Ulysses Grant had like 50 of these a day. I got to stop being a bitch and just have a shitty cigar mouth.
I know, but there is a cigar hangover.
The mouth? You're saying
the mouth, like how your mouth feels.
Yeah.
It's like,
but I just crush gum. Now I go like, fuck it. I'll just crush gum and just stop being such a bitch about it.
Yeah.
Because I will complain to my dad. My dad loves cigars, and I like smoking with him when I'm with him. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, but the next day your mouth tastes like shit. And he just looks at me like, what the fuck? You're a girl? Like, who gives a fuck how your mouth tastes? I'm like, oh, it makes me feel kind of queasy, dude.
Yeah, it makes me feel weird talking to people.
But if you just crush cinnamon gum, dude, you can really get out there and just ignore it altogether.
Cigar is nice too, because
exactly. So yeah, that's my.
You kind of need to be doing things outwardly to let people know not to fuck with you.
Yeah, true.
Like when you're having a cigar, people can't assign you tasks.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
That's
also kind of like what I enjoy about like reading is that you can't read it with me.
Yeah, true. You can't do this.
Sometimes you're watching something on TV and someone sits down and you're like, I don't want to watch this with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with you reacting to this. I just want to be in the book. Solo experience.
True. Yeah. And it's the ultimate sig break. It's like, well, this is going to take 45 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And can't you see I'm in a mood?
Yeah, I'm doing something right now.
Right.
I got we had a kids party recently, and I got kind of bucked at the kids party, and it was go mode for me as well. I was like, whenever I'm loading up a cooler during the day, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking try to drink, and I don't drink that much, but for me it was enough, and I just got kind of sauced up at this party, and then that night I was like, I gotta walk my dogs, and I was like, I'm gonna smoke a cigar while I walk my dogs. I was like kind of hammered. It was so nice, and I didn't realize there was like a family behind me. So it was like a dad and his kid, and the dad and his like 10-year-old kid were right behind me. I just let out like a huge cloud of smoke, and I was like.
Yeah, they
I'm
can
so
cross
sorry.
the
Oh,
street.
guys, I'm so fucking sorry. I was apologetic because I was like, I'm so sorry. People blow smoke in my kids' faces, I freak. Like if we're at the airport and someone stands right in front of me and lights a cig, I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that. So I genuinely didn't know. So I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. I was in an absolute, it was like the sun was coming down. I was doing my little nature walk with my dogs. I was in fucking heaven, dude.
Dude.
Absolute heaven.
Cigar in the woods.
It was nice.
Super.
It's like a little there's like ponds and stuff, and you kind of like walk past them, and I was just absolute heaven until my dogs pull on the leash. Then I turn it. It's like a blind rage. I'm like, fuck. I've had to really work on that down here. In Philadelphia, they're way more tolerant of just yanking a dog and being like, what the fuck? Come on. Yeah. Here, it's like.
People get mad?
Yeah, I noticed they're not really down with that at all. So I've been getting way better with it too, where they yank me and I'm like, and now I know I'm like, you probably have to poop.
Do you think it's a disrespect thing from the dogs?
No, it's just a physical thing. It's like I'm walking and my body gets jerked and I'm instantly just furious.
Yeah.
I'm walking and my shoulder gets... It's like somebody bumping you really hard.
Yeah.
It's like that physical sensation where you're like, what the fuck? You get confused for like a split second. You're like, you just see your dog like... And you're like, fuck! Stop! Dude, stop! You're just fucking... I almost fell.
Yeah. I do that with like inanimate objects.
If you like bump into them?
Yeah. Or if you're moving something and they like fall. What the fuck are you doing?
I know. Yeah, I
was like moving like a vase or something, and we had like I had a bunch of like comic books and like book holders. Yeah. And one of the book holders just slid out and everything fell. And I was like,
pisses me. I know exactly what happened.
Yeah, dude, I was yelling at my girl. I was like, these book holders are done. They're done.
Get them out of here. They don't fucking work.
I'm done with this shit.
When the fucking books slide this way, just what the fuck's... Dude, if I take one book out, when I have like bookends and the whole thing collapses, I'm like, what's the point of those things, dude? Yeah. I get actually very furious.
Yeah, when it's like a thin thing, it needs like weight on it in order to work.
Dude, when you have kids especially and they leave their shit everywhere, it used to happen to me when I would paint houses, like when there's just shit everywhere and I try to walk and I'm like, there's stuff all around my feet. I go into like a toddler freak out where I'm like, get this shit the fuck out of here. I'll be in the room at nighttime, the playroom, it's like with toys, because there's like a path to the door I need to get to. It'll be covered in toys. My one dog's going blind, so he's like walking into shit and falling, and I'll just be like, this fucking shit, and start kicking stuff, and fucking kicking the rug under me. Just start kicking shit everywhere, just by myself at nighttime. Dude, I had the ultimate spaz recently. I forgot about this. Where was I? I was somewhere. I was coming back. I think I was here actually doing a podcast. Oh yeah, I was here. I did one with Marcus King. We went out to eat. I'm a fucking dumbass. I knew I didn't have enough time. I had to take my dog to the vet, and I'm like, I could squeeze in lunch. And as soon as the ball was in motion, I was like, there's no way I can pull this off.
I know. That's my whole life.
Oh,
That's
God.
my whole life.
Oh, and then I had to take it to go like a weirdo. I was like, actually, guys, I'm going to take my food to go. Have fun at lunch. It's the worst thing ever.
That's my whole life. It's like, how are you going to turn down going to lunch or whatever with Marcus King? Yeah. It's like, you're going to do it. Yeah. And then you realize that you're completely fucked. And now you have to do an even more embarrassing thing.
Well, my wife called me as I sat down for lunch. She's like, you're not going to be able to do this. And I was like, I can. And I knew
Why don't you let me worry about me?
I knew I was fucked. And then I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm sitting there like every second they didn't bring out my food is agony. I'm like, fuck. Because my wife's like, you can't order anything. You just have to leave now. And I was like, I can get it to go. Dude, and then I go to leave. I'm late. I call the place. I'm like, yo, I'm going to be 15 minutes late. They're like, yeah, that's cool. Gridlock. Fucking Biden came to town. Dude, shut down the whole fucking thing. And so I'm like, what the fuck is he doing here? Yeah. There's no point of him being here. No. He fucked up the whole city. Dude, it was like, for real, 35 to 40 minutes. It's a 12-minute drive to my house.
Yeah.
I would come to a thing, get stopped, there'd be cops there, I'd go back around, more traffic. I did this forever. My wife's calling me. She's like, fine, I'll take the dogs myself. I'm like, don't take the fucking dogs. I'll get the dogs. Actually, fuck it. I'll cancel the appointment. We're going back and forth. And she hung up without saying goodbye. And dude, I punched my phone's on this little thing. I fucking just punched my phone and then threw it. And I hit my phone so hard that it dialed 911 thinking I'd been in a car crash. I didn't know phones could do that, by the way. I fucking rocked my phone. It was like a double punch slam against the door. Fucking slam my phone.
The Ring had to be pissed.
She claims she hung up on accident, by the way. I know better.
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't mean that. I didn't know you were still talking. We'll just let that one live. But dude, the point is, I hit my phone so hard. I didn't spaz like this in a while. It was a full fucking spaz, like a retro spaz. And dude, so then my phone, I threw it. I couldn't find it. I'm still trying to drive, and there's cops directing stuff. So my phone's against the side of my thing, hooked up to my car phone. So it's like 911. I was like, ugh, and I have to like pull over and grab my phone, and I hang up. And they call me back, like, what's your emergency? I was like, bro, I spazzed my wife and punched my phone. Dude, he just laughed. He was like, it's all good, bro. You're good. I was like, dude, apparently if you throw your phone really hard, it calls 911. He's like, oh, so you're fine? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, bro. I just spazzed out. My wife's pissing me off.
Dude.
He was like, yeah. He's like, all right, brother.
I watched that.
What?
Them shut down I-35. Because my place looks out on I-35.
Oh, yeah.
And like,
Dude, they just turned it off.
I'm a traffic junkie, dude. Do not fuck up traffic unless it's the most important thing in the world.
When you say junkie, you mean like you?
Things need to flow. I just need.
So you're a flow junkie.
Yes.
I thought you were saying you crave the slow crawl
I can't
traffic.
stand traffic. Literally, like since I was a toddler, if we got in traffic, I would like try to go to sleep in the back seat. It's like it's the only thing that I have like genuinely have like a phobia of.
Yeah, of just stopping.
Yes, and I can't stand it. I don't understand it. It drives me nuts. So the idea that someone
you weren't even in the traffic. You're like,
I was standing on my balcony looking at it, being like, this is outrageous. This is outrageous. Like,
you were cursing it from above,
dude. Because they shut it down for like 5 hours,
dude. It fucked me up so
bad. And it's like,
bad.
take a fucking helicopter.
Don't come.
Yes.
You're demented. Stay out. Don't spend, dude. It's millions of dollars. It's got to cost millions of dollars for them to come here. Stop it.
Dude, I remember hearing a report that like traffic in China costs their economy like billions, hundreds of billions of dollars every year. And so every time I see something like that, it's like, this is costing the state of Texas money.
Yeah.
On top of obviously paying everyone to shut down the fucking highway. But it's like,
insane.
This is like, people aren't getting to where they need to go. Packages are not being delivered. Things are fucking not happening. Because why?
Dude,
you quit. No one's going to try to kill you now.
I know. I think they were hoping, they were probably lobbing him up like, you guys better not shoot this guy. I mean, dude, they could
helicopter him to the airport.
I know.
Save everyone the trouble. Just never shut down the highway.
Dude, let him do it from TV too, man.
Yeah.
It was also, it's 102 degrees out.
Or just drive on the highway in a tank.
Yeah, just don't tell anybody he's coming.
Yeah.
No one's gonna fucking
Nobody
know.
knew. The only way people found out was them shutting down. I was like, who the fuck is this?
Dude, the vet that I was supposed to go to, I called him and I was like, bro, I'm just not coming. Like 35 shut down. They're like, yeah. So like, dude, how many people, say you had to like, you're like a cake maker and you had to deliver a birthday cake and you're like, yo, I can't make it to you right now. I'm fucked.
Yeah. Or there's a bunch of people that had appointments at your fucking spa or your nail place or your vet or whatever, and that didn't show up because and had a valid excuse, and you're just like, well, fuck.
Yeah, so they could do some weird satanic enterprise, just like puppeting around a fucking demented guy.
Yeah. What did he give it? I mean, I can't even imagine what he said.
I think you're right. I think they just propped him up for the headshot. They're like, bro, please take it off. Yeah. This will be so sick, because then they would win.
What?
And just like the whole image martyrdom thing.
Yeah.
Like if Biden gets shot, they will spin it into like,
just put a mask on a regular guy.
Oh yeah, fake him out. Yeah, we can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Would you even care?
What? If they faked Biden? No.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
if you
totally.
found out one day
Hunter
Biden was doing like 6 events in different places at the same time.
And it's fake Biden? No, I wouldn't care.
You'd go, good.
It'd be more
People
argument
get their
for the quantum
photos.
position.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
You go to Disneyland and you take a picture with Mickey Mouse. You're not like, this isn't fucking Mickey Mouse. You're just like, yeah, the guy put his suit on. We're getting the photo.
Or like mega churches, a lot of them have satellite churches where they just like they're at one place and just beams out to different locations. Like, let him be on fucking TV, man. That guy does not need to be flying in fucking Air Force One.
Yeah.
Rallying the troops.
Yeah, the pressure.
I mean, dude, the Kamala craze is sweet. I think that shit's been making me laugh so hard. Like, no, there's a genuine movement growing behind. I'm like, I'm almost positive this is not a genuine movement.
There's no way. No one's...
This is not a grassroots, be like, people are really waking up to Kamala. It's like, no, they're not. This is all PR firms.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
White dudes for Kamala, not a grassroots movement. I can assure you of that.
Yeah. I get a sense of relief that Biden quit, but genuine enthusiasm is like terrifying for Kamala.
That's not true. There's nobody.
It can't be.
They're trying to be like, yeah, dude, she's basically like Obama.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, she's not. Dude.
I've never met one. Yeah.
We've tasted the sweet fruit of a black president. So it's like they're trying to cash in like first female black president, and then everyone's like, she's actually Indian.
Obama was the end of people thinking that something would be different.
Yeah. That was the great disillusionment.
Yeah,
I was like, I even was like, bro, this is crazy, man. We're living in a different world now.
Yeah.
It turned out
like, no, it's the same. It's the exact same.
Yeah.
And then so now it's just like nobody's gonna be excited. How could you be excited?
Yeah. She'd have to be cool. Like, I don't know why they can't find someone who's genuinely cool. Like, they're such fucking dorks.
I don't know.
I mean, it's obvious when you're cool, you're like, I'm not going to sit in Washington for 15 years and lick people's fucking shoelaces. And
well, dude, this is what I was. Why? Well, like, I feel like there should be more referendums.
What's that? What is a
well,
referendum?
I don't know. When I voted, there would be like the names of the people, and then they would ask you like a question at the bottom that was like, you want a casino here? Or like,
yeah, I
how
like
you feel
that.
about weed? They should just have one that's just like, should we fire everyone that works in Congress and start over?
Yeah, that'd be so sweet.
And it's like, take a vote on it.
That's what I'm saying,
Everyone
man.
who's currently in is out.
Yeah.
And no longer allowed to run.
Let's fucking like they do with the waiters at restaurants.
Slate.
Like they do with waiters at restaurants, where it's like, you gotta clean house. If you have a restaurant, you gotta fire your whole wait staff every 5 years because they get dude,
they get
even
infected with each
other. It
other.
gets infected. They start having their friends come in and giving people like a bartenders like to show up when I'm working. It becomes all this like free deal kind of economy where they all start being like, I run this place. Yeah. I've heard from multiple people every 5 years, you might keep one loyal dog and just fucking chop the heads of your whole staff.
Yeah.
And it's like, it sounds fucked up, but I've known so many people at restaurants who get jobs there and they're like, yo, come in, don't worry about your check. Like, just pay me a big tip and I'll ring you up for like $20.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen that happen multiple times. Like, just come in, I'm bartending, like, I got you.
Yeah.
Which apparently the bartenders are like, part of the job is knowing when you're supposed to get free drinks as part of bartender culture. But a lot of them will abuse it and have people in and be like, fuck, who's this?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like...
Shit, I think Gardini's stuck outside. Oh, Lemaire and Gardini. Let's where are we at time-wise?
Hour 3.
Ooh,
nice.
My God, dude. What time do you got to go?
I got a little time.
All right, let's bring
I think my flight's going to get canceled anyway.
So what time's your flight?
Hurricane 3. 2:45.
All right, let's slide into the Patreon. What do you got? Where can people catch you? Obviously, Stuff
Island.
Check out Stuff Island.
That's pretty much it.
What show you got? Shows coming up? Or you guys coming off that? You guys had a big old tour.
Going up to Philly for tires.
Sweet.
For the rest of the year, I think.
All right, nice, man. You're going.
Which is awesome. Yeah. I mean, my girlfriend was complaining that I always seem, every time someone asks me how I'm doing on a podcast, I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean,
she's like, things are good.
Yeah.
Why don't you say things are good?
Because you got to get in a double bracelets mode and be like, bro, everything is just like, it's all falling according to plan, dude.
Oh, dude. I also like, that's like a big fear in my life is like being positive and then catastrophe striking.
Try it. Do it as an experiment.
Like, I'd so much rather be on a podcast and be like, I don't know, things are good. And then I die. And people go, he kind of saw it coming. But
yeah,
like,
true.
Everything's awesome.
Everyone laughs at your dead body.
It's all on the up and up. I can't see a bad thing happening. Yeah.
Dude, I've been convinced that 80% of doing any sort of like acting, stand-up, 80% of the job is learning how to like stop the ceaseless torrent of negative self-thoughts.
Yeah.
I had to do a thing the other day. I was so uncomfortable the whole time. And I was like, my job is to not freak out. That's all I got to do is not freak out and do my best. I did with stand-up. I've like learned to like, I used to sit back there and be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, I suck. I'm going to fucking forget everything and freak out. And I've been trying to tap into like, bro, it is what it is. I'm having a good time.
Oh, dude.
You're having a good time. I'm having a good, and I'll
Yeah.
see someone not having fun. I'm like, what the fuck is that, bro?
Yeah. I spiral into a place where I'm like, are these even your ideas? This is what you're bringing to the table. Like things that I like genuinely thought was funny. I'm just like, this is who you are. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you say something interesting?
You got a double leather wrist. Like, man, this is crazy, bro. Nobody does it like me.
Yeah. Of all the things you could possibly say, you chose these subjects. You're an embarrassment. Yeah.
Chris O'Connor, thank you so much. We'll slide into the Patreon.